afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Thursday. Sunny day out there, a little cooler, though. It's good for the dogs, though. They don't get so muddy.
No, they get extra long walks with all this sunshine. And speaking of dogs, we're going to take pet questions a little later this hour.
Dr. Carrie Donahue will be along to take your calls. We'll let you know when to call in. But first, here's what's making news on this Thursday. SSM Health is teaming up with the Madison Metropolitan School District to help teachers get vaccinated.
It's been 23 years since a Dane County priest was murdered. Why the Dane County Sheriff's Office says they still believe they can solve this case.
And the U.S. Capitol is on high alert once again after officials learn of a threat against lawmakers. But first at 4, Dane County public health officials say the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is going to allow them to vaccinate teachers faster than they thought.
Public Health says vaccinations will begin next week. Last week, they told us that it would be much later this month. They hope all Dane County teachers will have at least one COVID-19 shot by March 21st. The vaccines will be distributed at the Alliant Energy Center. They say the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is ideal for teachers because it requires only one dose.
About 1,200 teachers from the Madison Metropolitan School District will be getting vaccinated next Friday, thanks to a partnership with SSM Health.
The news comes just days before some students head back to the classroom. Our Jamie Perez joins us now from La Follette High School, where those vaccinations will happen next week. Jamie?
All right, so MMSD told me that they believe that 700 of their employees have already been vaccinated through the state's public health system. So next Friday, when these 1,200 additional employees get vaccinated, they believe that about a quarter of their entire staff will have received the vaccine. Now, they are prioritizing those staff members who have been working in person throughout this pandemic. So that includes MSCR workers, principals, custodians, and food workers. Then they're going to bring in the elementary school staff because they're the first to return to in-person learning next Tuesday. A second dose will be given to those 1,200 staff members on April 9th.
We of course know that this brings an additional layer of safety to our staff, and we want them to feel safe and supported as we bring our kids back.
Because MSCR child care staff will be given priority with this round of the vaccines, child care services for students in 3rd through 5th grades and after-school programming will be temporarily closed next Friday and Friday, April 9th. Now, after they vaccinate this group of 1,200, the district tells me they still have about 3,400 staff members left to vaccinate, and they are working with public health and DHS to get those groups vaccinated as soon as possible.
All right, Jamie Perez reporting live from La Follette High School. Thank you. While vaccinations go up, the trend in COVID-19 cases and deaths continue to fall. 677 new cases reported this afternoon. 12 more people are dead. Doctors say now is not the time to ease up on masking and social distancing. Those efforts could prevent another surge in cases. Nearly 9.5% of the state has completed its vaccine process. That's about the same percent of people who have been diagnosed with the virus in the last year. About 70% of the state has received at least one dose. And more than 12.5% of Dane County residents are fully vaccinated. That's nearly 69,000 people. More than 19% of the county has received at least one dose.
Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson is slowing down the Senate's consideration of the president's American Rescue Plan, requesting that the entire bill be read on the floor. It's expected to take about 10 hours to read. Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says the Senate will stay in session for as long as it takes to get a vote.
All I'm trying to do is make this a more deliberative process. Obviously shine the light on this abusive and obscene amount of money.
We Democrats want America to hear what's in the plan. And if the senator from Wisconsin wants to...
The Senate relief proposal is expected to maintain the House-passed $400 weekly enhanced unemployment benefits through August, though some Republicans are calling for the amount to remain at the current $300 per week.
Let's take a look outside on this Thursday. Nice sunny day, a little cooler, but still not bad for the first part of March. And we have a big warm up ahead. Austin has details on that.
Yeah, it's going to start to feel pretty good outside as well. We're talking mid, even upper 50s potentially over the next 7 to 10 days. At times, we do have the cooler days like what we're looking at today, and we still even have a little bit of some snow left on the ground. But you're going to notice over this next week or so, more and more bald spots on the ground, and then that eventually will transition into some green grass, hopefully pretty soon. But overall, snow depth again is playing a part in why we're actually seeing slightly cooler temperatures here for today. Just notice generally our surrounding communities. Des Moines up to around 52. Madison right now is about 33 degrees, and then even farther south, St. Louis checking in at 61, and we're also in the low 70s right now in Kansas City. So that is one reason why we're actually a little bit cooler off today. We're still sitting in those low to mid 30s for most communities. Up to the northwest, however, that's where we are actually seeing a few 40s returning as of right now. But currently, with a lot of sunshine, it still feels pretty good out there, even though the temperatures are right around freezing. You're just going to need to throw on that extra layer if you head out today compared to what we saw yesterday. Evening planner also looking pretty good as we're generally going to drop our temperatures down into even the teens. So get ready for a pretty chilly morning for tomorrow morning. But overall, our first warn traffic looking pretty good as of right now. No major issues on these roadways.
All right, Austin, we'll check back in a few minutes. Thank you. It is perhaps the most famous unsolved murder in Dane County history.
Father Alfred Coons was found brutally murdered inside a hallway at St. Michael's School in the village of Dane 23 years ago today. Investigators are continuing to search for his killer. Eric Franke joins us with more details. Eric?
Susan and Mark, since Father Coons was killed, there have been so many theories about who did it. Everything from a teacher at the school to a satanic cult. And we've updated this case on March 4th every year. And today, the Dane County Sheriff reiterates this is not a cold case. Detectives believe they have viable suspects. You'll recall they pushed hard for some clues a couple years ago with a social media blitz. Today, Sheriff Mahoney tells me he remains confident the mystery of who killed Father Alfred Coons will be solved.
If a Catholic priest in their parish can be brutally murdered as this individual was, it impacts the overall security of our community. And we are confident that somebody has the information that will assist us in unlocking this case and allow us to use the evidence that we've collected and analyzed and bring it together in a final and complete resolution.
And again, Sheriff Mahoney thinks there are still people out there who have answers, who are still alive. He is confident someone in the Dane community knows something to bring this to final resolution. Sheriff Mahoney, by the way, of course, set to retire in May. He was a young detective 23 years ago on this case who worked the case, and it appears now that he, like his predecessor, Sheriff Gary Hamblin, will retire without the case being solved unless that clinching evidence comes forth very soon. Susan.
Eric, thank you. Security is on high alert at the U.S. Capitol after law enforcement agencies warned of potential violence today. The threat centers around the conspiracy theory that March 4th is the actual day American presidents should be inaugurated, and that today is the day former President Donald Trump will be restored to power. Capitol Police want the Pentagon to keep up to 2,000 National Guard soldiers at the Capitol for the next 60 days.
We do realize that the possibility of a similar incident occurring in the current environment is a very clear and present danger.
Law enforcement is asking people to report any suspicious activity related to domestic violent extremism as the threat to the Capitol and U.S. lawmakers extends beyond just today. An intelligence bulletin from the FBI and the Department of Homeland Security warns potential violence is most likely to be committed by lone offenders or small cells using simple tactics and easy-to-acquire weapons.
Well, Brewers fans will be in attendance at the American Family Field on opening day this year. The city of Milwaukee's health commissioner approved the team's plan to start the season with 25% capacity. That means roughly 10,500 fans will be allowed at each game. Opening day scheduled for April 1st against the Minnesota Twins. Tailgating has not been approved for the beginning of the season. Well, still to come at 4, after a 6-year hiatus, Toyota has reintroduced its Venza crossover.
We'll check it out when we go behind the wheel with Harvey Briggs when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
It's the A1 Furniture and Mattress Instant Cashback event. Save up to 40% off store-wide. Plus, get $50 instant cashback on every $500 you spend. Take advantage of 4 years free financing with qualified purchase. Shop in-store or online. Only at A1 Furniture.
It's totally normal to have constipation with belly pain, straining, and bloating again and again.
No way.
More exercise, more water, and more fiber is the only way to manage it.
Is it?
Maybe you think it's occasional constipation.
Maybe it's not.
It could be a chronic medical condition called IBS-C. And time to say yes to Linzess. Linzess works differently than laxatives. It helps relieve belly pain and lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements. Do not give Linzess to children less than 6, and it should not be given to children 6 to less than 18. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Change your thinking to IBS-C. If your constipation and belly pain keeps coming back, tell your doctor and say yes to Linzess.
I've seen how cancer can affect the people I care about. That's why I'm helping protect myself against some cancers, like certain cancers caused by HPV. For most people, HPV clears on its own, but for those who don't clear the virus, it can cause certain cancers. Gardasil 9 is the only vaccine that helps protect adults through age 45 against certain diseases caused by HPV, including cervical, vaginal, vulvar, anal, and certain head and neck cancers, such as throat and back of mouth cancers, and genital warts. Gardasil 9 doesn't protect everyone and does not treat cancer or HPV infection. Your doctor may recommend screening for certain HPV-related cancers. Women still need routine cervical cancer screenings. You shouldn't get Gardasil 9 if you've had an allergic reaction to the vaccine, its ingredients, or are allergic to yeast. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system, are pregnant, or plan to be. The most common side effects include injection site reactions, headache, fever, nausea, dizziness, tiredness, diarrhea, abdominal pain, and sore throat. Fainting can also happen after getting Gardasil 9. If you're an adult through age 45 who hasn't been vaccinated, talk to your doctor or pharmacist about your risk for certain HPV-related cancers. And Gardasil 9. Help protect yourself.
When it comes to home projects, most people don't know how much theirs should cost. But with Home Advisor, you can see upfront pricing and check what others paid for similar jobs. Even book pros and pay right through the app. Start your next project knowing what to pay with Home Advisor.
Get instant cash back on every mattress purchase over $500 only at A1 Furniture. Save up to 40% off top name brand mattresses. Plus, get instant cash back and 4 years free financing with qualified purchase. Shop in-store or online now at A1 Furniture.
Welcome back. Most of us have been spending more time than ever in front of our screens this past year, whether it's on phones, computers, or televisions.
Well, today is the National Day of Unplugging. The Bartowski family spends much of their life online, like so many these days, between remote work and virtual learning for 12-year-old McKenna and 8-year-old Aiden. McKenna estimates that she's online 8 hours or more a day between school and socializing, and that's why their mom, Lisa, plans to have the family participate in the National Day of Unplugging for the first time, which calls for everybody to put away their devices.
It's a first step in training our minds to just slow down and think of things in a different way and take the time that we would be spending on screens to do other things that are important as well.
The campaign suggests activities like getting outside or joining their scavenger hunts. The Bartowskis are looking to go kayaking, a day on the water and off the grid. And if it goes well, they're considering doing it as a family once a week. Tech stocks once again took a beating on Wall Street. The Dow Industrials fell 345 points, ending the day at 30,924. The tech-heavy NASDAQ lost another 274 points, erasing year-to-date gains, and the S&P 500 gave up 51. Well, the Toyota Venza is back. Did you miss it? Toyota stopped selling the Venza after the 2015 model year.
If you didn't know that, you probably didn't miss the Venza. The 2021 Venza is back nonetheless, and as we found out, it's got a few new party tricks to show off. Let's check it out as we go behind the wheel with Harvey Brakes. it's back.
Yes, it is. This is the Toyota Venza. Back from hiatus. It went on hold back in 2015.
And they decided it's time to bring it back.
And they decided it's time to bring it back. What they did was they decided they needed a car in this segment, and that was a name that was available, and so they put it on this.
That segment, midsize crossovers, includes the Nissan Murano, Chevy Blazer, the Honda Passport, among others. Those are known for lots of cargo room or being sporty. The Venza? SUV? Is it a crossover?
Well, I'm going to tell you, it's neither sporty nor utilitarian. This is really a sedan that's up a little higher and has the trunk chopped off. It's, this is a personal passenger vehicle. It's not designed to tow anything. It's not designed to fold the seats down and throw, some yard stuff in the back. This is strictly a passenger vehicle.
Harvey likes to call this the Avalon of SUVs, and that's not a bad thing. In fact, there's lots of goodness here. Every Venza, from the base model to our limited test car, is a hybrid, getting around 40 miles a gallon. And every Venza is all-wheel drive, standard.
And this all-wheel drive system is unique in that there isn't a drive shaft that connects the engine to the rear wheels. There's actually a separate electric motor here in the back that drives the rear wheels, and it's synced with the front wheels.
That's unusual.
Technology.
And there's a bunch of other technology on this vehicle, especially in the top-of-the-line version. Let's say you have packages in the back blocking your view. Well, you flip the rearview mirror, and you see behind the vehicle. And then there's that sunroof. It's called the Stargaze sunroof.
This is a really cool feature in that it is electrified glass. So if you're driving along like this and it's kind of milky, but you want to see outside, you go ahead and hit this button and boom. Now it's clear and I can see the sky and the stars if it were night up above.
But not all of the tech works, like this optional 12.5-inch touchscreen.
I love that this is a really big screen. I hate the fact that the only way to interact with it is capacitive touch. There are no dials, there's no hard buttons. Even when you go around it to the outside, you notice those little power switches and other things. They're capacitive touch, so there's no feeling to it. So you don't know whether you've hit it or not.
So you have to look down.
You have to look down. You have to take your eye off the road to really operate that thing. And I think that's a problem.
Harvey prefers the 8-inch screen that comes standard. The Venza is really a RAV4 underneath, but this is going after a different audience than the RAV. The Venza is built for comfort.
The Venza is really focused on comfort, fuel economy, style, and just smoothness. I mean, when you drive this thing and turn on the XM satellite radio, you're going to be on the smooth jazz channel all the time because that's the attitude this vehicle has. So a lot to like about this. It's smooth, it is efficient, it is quiet and comfortable. That's what Venza is all about. Don't let anyone tell you anything else. This is the vehicle for people who just want supreme comfort when they're going from place to place.
The Avalon of SUVs, and that's not a bad thing. And Harvey joins us now from behind the wheel. Hi, Harvey.
Hi, Harvey.
Hello, how are you?
Pretty good. That's a pretty good bargain for this car. Base price around what, 32?
Yeah, we're just a little over 32,000, and you get all-wheel drive, and you get that hybrid powertrain that gets 40 miles to the gallon. And when you buy the base package, you get my favorite infotainment system that has the real buttons and dials on it.
And this one's about 43,000, the limited?
Yeah, the limited all loaded up, and it has that sunroof on it, which is a $1,400 option. Oof. So that's not a cheap ad as well, but you can get the limited without that sunroof if you want.
It's a good-looking car.
Yeah, I think it is probably the best-looking Toyota on the road today of their passenger vehicles. I think the shape is great. The front end is a really nice design, and it's a good package. It is a really good alternative to a full-size sedan.
And with the hybrid at 40 miles a gallon, that's going to add up in savings.
Yeah, if you project that out over 3 years, you're going to save over $1,000 in fuel cost over a traditional 5-passenger SUV that might get 20 to 25 miles per gallon.
All right, you're not in it now. You have a different car.
No, I'm in the 2021 Lincoln Nautilus. They brought this up for the day. This is a pre-production prototype that I'm driving for a day, and then I have to give it back, and we'll have something else to drive in a couple of weeks here.
So you'll put that up in ridesanddrives.com.
Yeah, this will be on Rides and Drives. I'll do a little video and write a little story about this as well.
All right,
so we'll
great,
put it all there.
All right, we'll see you next time. Drive safely.
Drive safe, Harvey. Good to see you.
All right. Great to see you guys. Thanks.
Still to come for another streaming service debuted today.
It's called Paramount Plus. It's CBS All Access reimagined. We'll find out all about it coming up after Austin's First Warn forecast.
Tonight on CBS, it's an all-new night of comedy, beginning with young Sheldon, Be Positive, Mom, and the Unicorn, followed by the new hit drama series Clarice. Then, get a complete wrap-up of the day's news on News 3 Now at 10.
Get the ultimate deals on sleep made simple at Ashley Home Store's Ultimate Mattress Sale. Save as much as 70% off clearance and 4-sample mattresses while they last. Shop early for best selection. They're going fast at Ashley Home Store.
The ups and downs of frequent mood swings can take you to deep depressive lows, or give you unusually high energy even when depressed. Overwhelmed by bipolar 1? Ask about Vraylar. Some medicines only treat the lows or highs. Vraylar effectively treats depression, acute manic, and mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults. Full spectrum relief for all bipolar 1 symptoms with just one pill once a day. Elderly patients with dementia-related psychosis have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor about unusual changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts. Antidepressants can increase these in children and young adults. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may mean a life-threatening reaction, or uncontrollable muscle movements, which may be permanent. Side effects may not appear for several weeks. High cholesterol and weight gain, high blood sugar, which can lead to coma or death, may occur. Movement dysfunction, sleepiness, and stomach issues are common side effects. When bipolar 1 overwhelms, Vraylar helps smooth the ups and downs.
My lips get so dry and cracked, I need serious relief. That's why I use O'Keefe's Lip Repair. It's all-day moisture in one use and is guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked lips.
Also available in O'Keefe's Working Hands. Guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands.
Want to brain better? Unlike ordinary memory supplements, Nariva has clinically proven ingredients that fuel 5 indicators of brain performance: memory, focus, accuracy, learning, and concentration. Try our new gummies for 30 days and see the difference.
Let's say your car needs a new part, like an alternator. You could get just the one part at the typical auto parts store, or for the same money at rockauto.com, get the alternator plus the belt and tensioner kit you'll need to do the repair right, and have money left over to buy lunch. Since 1999, rockauto.com has provided reliably low prices, easy-to-use website, huge selection of parts, and fast shipping.
All the parts your car will ever need, Rock Auto. For the pets you love, well, you gotta get down to Mounds Pet Food Warehouse, where your toddler goes to help so many pets in town. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse. We raise money for farm animals in need, and our friends living in the zoo. We feed rescue dogs and shelter cats, and police canines too. Mounds Pet Food Warehouse powers them all. And don't forget your free Mounds candy bar.
Get the ultimate style for the ultimate deal at Ashley Home Store's Ultimate Sale. Save big on everything in the store, including doorbusters up to 50% off. Plus, take bonus discounts off our sale prices online and in-store. And no interest financing for 3 years. Ashley Home Store.
Well, take a look at this. We're happy to report the latest SpaceX unmanned Mars test rocket successfully struck its landing for the first time, and then it blew up. The explosion was shared by YouTubers who caught the out-of-the-blue blast 3 minutes after touchdown because SpaceX had ended its live feed, probably thinking that was a wrap. Two of the SpaceX's recent prototypes crash-landed after their respective launches. We haven't found out yet what caused the delayed explosion.
Did we see the explosion?
I don't think we did.
I don't think so either. Imagine, if you will,
I don't know what happened there. All right, Austin. Kind of a warmer.
Oh, man. Well, we're taking baby steps in the right direction here with the SpaceX thing right there. And baby steps towards warmth as well. We have 50s, even mid to upper 50s in the forecast. And I will have everything that you need to know coming up.
With Herzing University's Everywhere Classroom, you can earn a degree in today's hottest fields online. For a limited time, we'll waive your enrollment fee. See what your career can turn into. I'm possible at Herzing. Call or click today.
It's time to upgrade your downtime. It's time for Stressless. Now at the Century House. Go from one grade of leather to a higher one for free. Or save $300 on Stressless Sunrise recliners. Don't wait. Save hundreds on Stressless comfort. At the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
I have the power to lower my A1C.
Because I can still make my own insulin, and Trulicity activates my body to release it.
Once weekly Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. Most people taking it reached an A1C under 7%. Trulicity may also help you lose up to 10 pounds and lower your risk of cardiovascular events, whether you know you're at risk or not. Trulicity isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it, you or your family have medullary thyroid cancer, or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems.
I have it within me to lower my A1C.
Ask your doctor about once weekly Trulicity.
Maintenance fee, ATM fee. Can I hide in your fort?
Sure, but the fort fee is 10 cookies.
Need a place to hide from fees? With a BMO Harris Smart Advantage account, you can get cash with nearly as many fee-free ATMs in the U.S. as the 3 largest banks combined, and no monthly maintenance fee.
Huh, did you hear that? No monthly maintenance fee.
Fort fees are subject to the governing bodies of the fort.
She did not learn that from me.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect. And right now, get a $200 bonus when you open a new BMO Harris Smart Advantage account.
Wipe the slate clean for 2020 and start on a lasting career at Herzing University. We'll even waive your enrollment fee. A new year, a new career. It's possible. I'm possible at Herzing. Call or click today.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
And welcome back. What a gorgeous day that it actually looks like outside, but it's a good 15, even 10 to 15 degrees cooler than yesterday. So we really have cooled things down overall, but with the sunshine, if you're standing out there in the direct sunlight, it still feels actually pretty good. Now, it's never too early to take a peek at what's ahead for the weekend. We actually have a pretty stellar weekend coming up, with a high of 43 on Saturday. It gets even better for Sunday with a high of 49, but we are going to see a decently strong breeze on Sunday. One of the factors that's actually going to bring up those temperatures, but it makes it pretty breezy outside overall. So not a bad weekend coming up. Wind speeds currently also staying on the calmer side of things, between around 5 and 10 for most of us, a little bit less than that for some. Currently calm right now in Wautoma and Juneau. But our temperatures right now, again, not as warm as yesterday. We did not see those 50s returning. We're not even looking at upper 40s here for most of us. A lot are stuck in the low to mid 30s as of right now. Again, up to our northwest, it is a little bit warmer right now. We are still at about 41 degrees in Viroqua. Look at La Crosse currently at 47 degrees. So some areas quite a bit warmer than what we're currently seeing right here in Madison, hanging on to about 33. Now, the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook does show that we're going to see above average temperatures, a good possibility of that. But then we're going to start to see some changes afterwards. The 8 to 14 day temperature outlook, that shows that we're going to be generally neutral, right around average. By the time this rolls around, we're looking at an average of around 40 degrees. So that means for most of that period, we're generally going to be sitting around 40 degrees. Of course, give or take a few degrees here and there. But our high temperature trend does show that we're going to be around average average or above at least through the next 7 to 10 days. Still a bit of a cool down. Look towards next Saturday and Sunday. Not the one that's coming up right now, but the following Saturday and Sunday. That's where we actually have highs of around 38 degrees. And by the time that rolls around, that's likely going to actually be a little bit below average. Precipitation, however, we have a good chance to see above average precipitation in the 6 to 10 day period. That's because we're watching out for a system, especially on Wednesday. That's our best bet that we are looking at right now to see scattered rain showers, possibly even an isolated thunderstorm mixing in here and there. But you look at our local Doppler track for today, and again, it just looks fantastic. Very similar view to what we were actually looking at yesterday. So that's good news overall. Look at Denver, however. They are seeing a low pressure system work their way through currently. Now, our future track for Wednesday, this is going to show, again, those scattered rain showers continuing. It shouldn't rain all day long. I'm sure there's going to be a few breaks in the action here, and once we get a little bit closer to the day, we're likely going to have a better view of what to expect here come Wednesday. But right now, that is the main precipitation chance that we're watching out for. Lots of sunshine here by the time we reach tomorrow as well, so we're looking pretty good. A chilly start, however, with temperatures starting out tomorrow morning in the teens. Then afterwards, we really start to see those warmer temperatures. I'm talking mild conditions for Monday and Tuesday. Tuesday's high 58 degrees, and that's ahead of that next system that's likely going to bring some rain showers, possibly even an isolated thunderstorm come Wednesday.
Spring showers a little early.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Austin, thank you.
Thank you, Austin. The first stretch of warmer weather always means long lines at area car washes.
David Javon is the general manager of Mr. Splash Car Washes in Madison. He says with sunny skies and temperatures above freezing, people are taking the opportunity to wash the salt off their cars as much as they're taking the chance to wash off the winter blues.
With washing off the salt, hopefully is washing away the last few months of, you know, what do they call it, cabin fever.
Experts say it's important to wash off the salt and brine mixtures off your car. It can lead to rust over time. Just pack your patience, as Chris Reese says.
Yeah.
Well, starting today, you can find the new SpongeBob movie, Sponge on the Run, and your favorite live news, live sports, and a mountain of entertainment all in one place.
Viacom CBS's rebranded streaming service, Paramount Plus, launched this morning. Chris Martinez has more from Los Angeles.
Let's fly. Viacom CBS has launched its newly rebranded and enhanced streaming service, Paramount Plus.
We've transformed CBS All Access into Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus will be one of the only streaming services to combine live sports, breaking news, and a mountain of entertainment. It's all your favorites, all in one place.
Paramount Plus brings together the massive libraries of Paramount, CBS, Nickelodeon, MTV, Comedy Central, BET, and Smithsonian Channel. Its catalog features more than 2,500 movie titles, 30,000 episodes, more than 1,000 live sporting events, and 24-hour live news coverage from CBS News and its more than 200 local affiliates across the country.
I don't know why you came all the way up here. There's nothing left.
For movie lovers, new releases like A Quiet Place Part 2 and Mission Impossible 7 will arrive on the streaming service a month and a half after appearing in theaters. Paramount Plus will also initially debut 36 original series.
Love means never having to say you're sorry.
Some of its biggest hits, like Love Story, Grease, Flashdance, and Yellowstone, will be reimagined into new series. Fan favorites Frasier, Rugrats, and MTV's The Real World New York are among those also being revived.
Our fans have been so loyal and so passionate.
Other highlights include Younger's final season moving to Paramount Plus.
I'm Jackson. He's going to help me solve the mysteries of my best friend.
Original documentaries and a new reality series debuting every month during 2021.
This is a big day. A new day, a new beginning.
CBS All Access accounts have already automatically switched to the Paramount Plus app. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
The new commercial-free service costs $10 a month.
A $5 a month subscription with ads becomes available in June. Well, there's more to come at 4 later on. We're going to take your pet calls.
That's right. Get ready to call if you have a question. We'll let you know when. And tonight at 5, a major housing project is complete in Rock County. Why Janesville officials say it meets an urgent need in the community.
I'm Denise, and I was hurt by a hit-and-run driver. I called Gruber Law Offices. After that call, everything fell into place.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
They were with me every step of the way.
Start your year smiling at Aspen Dental with our biggest savings of the season. Now, during the Everyday Smiles event, you can save not 20%, but 30% off your treatment plan. Find exceptional care at every step, unparalleled safety at every visit, and flexible payment options for every budget. Get the services you need for less. With our biggest savings of the season. Don't wait. Offer ends soon. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL or book today at aspendental.com.
Discover the replenishing power of new Pronamel Mineral Boost. Teeth need natural minerals to keep enamel healthy, strong, and white. But every day, acidic food and drink can wash these minerals away, weakening and dulling enamel over time. Pronamel Mineral Boost protects teeth by working with your mouth to boost absorption of calcium and phosphate, which naturally strengthens enamel. Pronamel Mineral Boost helps keep teeth strong, white, and protected from sensitivity. New Pronamel Mineral Boost.
Serving the people of Wisconsin for over 30 years. Call us today for a free consultation. Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
Tonight at 5, from worst to first, by one metric, Wisconsin is the best state in the Midwest when it comes to distributing the COVID vaccine. We'll tell you why at 5.
Sunny and pleasant weather for Friday and Saturday will lead the way to very mild temperatures for next week, when we may see our first 60-degree temperature. My forecast at 5.
And ahead at 6, a new Rock County affordable housing complex is expected to fill up very quickly. We'll hear what the building will bring to downtown Janesville. That's ahead on News 3 Now at 6.
Look downtown on a sunny Thursday afternoon. A little chillier than it's been earlier this week, but still another beautiful day. It's been a great week all week.
Yeah, it has.
A cardiologist in Nashville is helping her patients in a very unique way.
Through the healing power of music, Dr. Susie Brown saves lives as a transplant cardiologist, and she's breaking barriers with a second career. As an acclaimed singer-songwriter, Susie says she discovered her love of music in med school, and today it's what keeps the doctor, mom, and wife balanced.
You don't know the battles people are fighting, and I feel that way a lot. Sometimes it's hard for people to know all you're going through just under the surface.
One of Dr. Brown's patients is Jenny Thomas, who had a condition that required a heart transplant. Jenny credits much of her recovery to Dr. Brown. Jenny says music allows Dr. Brown to express her vulnerability, and that makes her an even better physician. Well, a Mount Horeb native battling an aggressive form of breast cancer is using music to help her heal.
Our Josh Sprider shares how she's leaving a lasting impact in the 608.
It's cold. I have a hat on most of the time because it gets pretty chilly.
When first meeting Raina Williams, you'd never know what hid behind her smile. That's been her goal going all the way back to August 2020. After finding a lump, the 34-year-old got a call while she was playing with her dog Mabel in the backyard. The Mount Horeb native was diagnosed with triple-negative breast cancer, an aggressive form that does not have any of the receptors commonly found in breast cancer, meaning fewer keys to treatment.
Our community and my family and our coworkers, it's very overwhelming. The amount of love and support that we have gotten, I have never would have expected this amount of outpouring of love, and
We're very lucky.
Raina first met Patrick, her husband, 11 years ago on the job. Both of them working at the Swedish American Hospital in Rockford, a division of UW Health.
The mix of emotions that, you care so much about this person, and at first you think of, all the ways your life would be worse without her.
Now living in northern Illinois, they're the perfect pair in the hospital, an even better pair outside in the parking lot. In early October, after her first day of chemo, Raina began dancing her way through cancer. Patrick right by her side running the camera.
I want to leave the cancer center and celebrate that I'm done with this. So it wasn't a plan. Like, I didn't have anything choreographed that day. I just started dancing out to the car to Rapper's Delight. There's people in their cars watching. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I said the hip hop, the hip hop, you don't stop.
After uploading the first video, it got so much attention, Raina knew she had to do it again the next time, dancing to Thriller at Halloween. Sometimes an all-out costume, it was a good distraction for the Williams family, but also a positive one for all the other folks forced to wait in the parking lot as their loved ones underwent treatment due to COVID-19 restrictions.
5, 6, 7, 8.
So rather than sitting at home in her thoughts, she began running through routines in her off time.
I was practicing these dances, which I don't have a dance background. I goof around at weddings. So this isn't like I pick it up super quick. Let's go. I have to practice quite a bit.
The clips becoming a symbol of her strength, leaving an impact on all sorts of people, from her stepdaughter Vivian to her parents who still live here in the 608 in Blue Mounds, and everyone in between. And this week, what could have been her most important dance yet. But this time around, she was surprised by a flash mob. Raina had her final day of chemo on Wednesday, which just so happened to be Triple Negative Breast Cancer Awareness Day. She tells me it couldn't have played out any better.
Whatever you're going through, try to find something that you can be joyful about, because positive attitude makes every difference in a negative situation.
Get loose now.
And if you're thinking Raina's done dancing, think again.
Just connecting with people and hearing other people's stories, it makes me want to continue dancing, even after.
Raina's battle with cancer is not over yet. She's set to have surgery next month and then radiation after that. Doctors say it is a very aggressive form, but luckily it has not spread to any other organs as they can see. Raina encourages everyone, not just women, to check themselves and get tested often. In the 608, I'm Josh Ryder for News 3 Now.
Good for her.
Oh, Raina, you are such an inspiration. Keep dancing. And if you'd like to check out more of Raina's chemo dances, you'll find a link right now on our website, channel3000.com.
And you can dance along, get a little workout in. All right, it's time to get your pet questions answered. The number to call, 270-9933.
Dr. Carrie Donahue from Full Circle Holistic Veterinary Care in Madison is standing by, ready to take your calls. The number again, 270-9933. We'll be right back.
Are your windows drafty, broken, or your energy bills on the rise? The Champion family is here to help you stay comfortable in your home all year long. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Call now or download our free buyer's guide at getchampionwindows.com today.
Where can a healthier heart lead you? For people with heart failure taking Entresto, it may lead to a world of possibilities. Entresto is a heart failure medicine prescribed by most cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Heart failure can change the structure of your heart, so it may not work as well. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. And with a healthier heart, there's no telling where life may take you. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto for heart failure. And trust your heart to Entresto.
I wanted my hepatitis C gone.
I put off treating mine.
Epclusa treats all main types of chronic hep C. Whatever your type, Epclusa could be your kind of cure.
I just found out about mine.
I knew for years. Epclusa has a 98% overall cure rate.
I had no symptoms of hepatitis C.
Mine caused liver damage.
Epclusa is only one pill, once a day, taken with or without food for 12 weeks. Before starting Epclusa, your doctor will test if you have had hepatitis B, which may flare up and could cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you have had hepatitis B, other liver or kidney problems, HIV or other medical conditions, and all medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Taking amiodarone with Epclusa may cause a serious slowing of your heart rate. Common side effects include headache and tiredness. Ask your doctor today if Epclusa is your kind of cure.
That's not bacon. It's sausage.
Whoa.
Behold, Johnsonville sausage strips. Sausage that looks and cooks like bacon. It's a meaty miracle. Find them in the bacon section, even though they're sausage.
Whether you have a design emergency or you just want to shop the best furniture showroom in town, you need Dwellings, Madison's best kept secret for design and furniture. Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
Welcome back. One more look at our first warned traffic. And again, Madison moving along quite nicely. Much of the same in Janesville as well. No major slowdowns to talk about, but you are going to start to see more and more construction over the next few months.
All right, Austin, thank you. A group of escaped monkeys from a Venezuelan zoo have taken to raiding kitchens and private homes for food. People living near the zoo, which has been closed for a year because of COVID, aren't sure if the monkeys escaped or were released by zookeepers who couldn't afford to keep feeding them. In either case, the freed monkeys continue to roam the neighborhood of El Toro looking for their next meal. Not necessarily a good thing. Time to get your pet questions answered live.
If you'd like to talk to Dr. Carrie Donahue, the number to call is 270-9933. Carrie joins us with Poppy. There she is.
There's Poppy, always ready with a kiss.
Great to see you, Carrie.
You too.
Carrie, I was reading that, grain-free diets was a big thing for dogs for quite a while. Now, maybe there's some second thoughts about that.
Yeah, and research is still ongoing about this issue, but the FDA did issue a warning, probably about actually a year ago, where they had found some links between dogs being fed grain-free foods and heart disease. And so we still don't have a solid answer on what that link actually is. My recommendation is to still feed a grain-free food because I like feeding dogs foods that don't have corn, wheat, and soy as ingredients. You just want to make sure that they're getting enough protein. So the higher protein, the better. And protein has taurine in, which will really help to support the heart. So that's the big thing, is making sure your dog is getting enough protein in the food. The grain-free foods tended to replace corn, wheat, and soy with some lentils and chickpeas and different legumes, and that's where I think part of the issue came in.
So maybe a mix of both? Would that be a solution?
And I always think it's a good idea to do a variety of foods. So even just kind of like rotating through a grain-based food, one time you buy a bag, and a grain-free food the next, so your dog gets a variety of different nutrients. Anyway, I think that's a good idea. So yes.
And now that the weather is getting warmer, it's going to be flea and tick season. Is it already here?
That's a good question. I always wait till I start to get the reports of people finding ticks on their dogs. I haven't gotten any yet, but I'm sure it's coming very soon. So it is time to start thinking about flea and tick protection for your pets. And some of the studies that are coming out are really finding that some dogs are having toxicity reactions with the Seresto collar is one of them, but any of the flea and tick conventional treatments can can cause reactions in dogs. So it is something to think about. And I always recommend, if you can use a natural product, that might be a good way to go. There are some very nice essential oil-based sprays out there that work very well at repelling fleas and ticks, so you don't have to use a conventional pesticide-based treatment.
All right.
All right, let's go to the phones. We'll start with Amy in Stoughton. Hi, Amy. What's your question?
I have a cat that is neutered, and he's still looking for love.
Oh, how long ago was he neutered? Yeah. And it can take a while after the neutering surgery for all of those hormones to get out of the body. It can be a couple of months. So I would probably just give it some time.
Okay.
All right, let's go to Pamela in Monona. Hi, Pamela. What's your question?
I have a cat who incessantly itches her ears. She's been checked at the vet. There's nothing there, no mites or anything. The vet says it's a habit. How do I correct that bad habit?
Okay, that can be a tough thing, and it's good that you made sure that there's no infection or anything else going on in the ears. It still can be the sign of, maybe an underlying food allergy or environmental allergy. I think it's good to kind of continually keep those ears cleaned, just using a natural-based cleaner. One that I really like is called Zymox. They have a cleaner and they have a treatment, but that might be something just to do once a week and see if that makes a difference and just kind of stopping that habit.
Okay. We have time for one more caller. Brenda from Beloit. Hi, Brenda. What's your question?
Hi. I have a dog. 2 years ago, he got hit by a car and crushed his skull.
Oh.
They said he wasn't going to make it. He ran into a cornfield chasing a cat, came out on the highway in front of a car. He's fine health-wise. He moves all about, but he chases shadows.
You didn't do it before.
I never noticed it before. He will look, if the TV's off during the day and the shadow goes across it, he'll go at that TV.
So it's possible that that is a lingering effect from the accident. Probably not a whole lot that you would be able to do about it. If I had to make a recommendation, I might say doing something like CBD oil, which is very helpful for any inflammation in the nervous system, just kind of improving any cognitive function. So that might be something to try.
All right, that's a tough one. All right.
It is, yeah.
We are out of time. Thank you all for calling in. Thank you for your time, Carrie. And Poppy.
Yes.
Great to see you both.
We'll see you next month.
Okay, bye.
We'll be right back with the final check of your forecast.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
During Steinhoffel's Dream Car Giveaway, you could win a 2-year lease to a 2021 Mercedes C300 when you test rest a Beauty Rest Black or Black Hybrid. Beauty Rest Black are the ultimate in luxury and comfort. Queen mattresses start at just $19.99 and get $200 in Steinhoffel's cash. And with Steinhoffel's special financing, buying a Beauty Rest Black has never been easier. So take a test rest and you could drive away in a Mercedes C300 during Steinhoffel's Dream Car Giveaway.
When I was diagnosed with Dupuytren's contracture, I waited to get treated. Thought surgery was my only option. But then I found out about non-surgical treatments. It was a total game changer. Learn more about the condition at factsonhand.com.
At American Family Insurance, we've always protected more than what you drive. We've protected and supported the dreams that drive you. Right now, that means extending our 10% savings on auto premium for all current and new auto customers through March, so you can get a little closer to your dream. Whether your dream is discovering new roads and new limits, or supporting that dream. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
vaccination frustration.
The day before I was supposed to get it, I got a call canceling the appointment.
And she's not alone. Why are so many COVID vaccinations being postponed? News 3 Now gets answers from local health officials. Tonight at 10.
Hi, folks. I'm tracking the chance for rain and possibly thunder in my extended forecast. It's what I'm calling the Wisconsin Variety Pack. Plus, we're prepping you for your weekend plans. That's Friday morning. We'll see you at 4:30.
And that's exactly right. A Wisconsin Variety Pack coming up here over the next 7 to 10 days. Tomorrow, however, pretty consistent. A little bit more on the mild side with a high of 42 degrees as well. And then jumping to that 7 to 10 day forecast, we do have that next chance of rain, especially on Wednesday. That's what we're really watching out for. We could hear a few rumbles of thunder along with that as well for the first time this season. But look at the temperatures, mid to even upper 50s at times. Tuesday of next week looks to reach a high of 58 degrees before we do cool things right back down afterwards. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
For the pets you love, well, you gotta get down to Mouse Pet Food Warehouse, where your toddler goes to help so many pets in town. Mouse Pet Food Warehouse. We raise money for farm animals in need and our friends living in the zoo. We feed rescue dogs and shelter cats and police canines too. Mouse Pet Food Warehouse powers them all. And don't forget your free Mounds candy bar.
It's time to upgrade your downtime. It's time for Stressless. Now at the Century House. Go from one grade of leather to a higher one for free. Or save $300 on Stressless Sunrise recliners. Don't wait. Save hundreds on Stressless comfort. At the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
You may not know them. The coffee shop owner who knows your order. The couple who saves your seats. The family down the street who greets you with a smile. They've been there for you. Now you can be there for them. Donate today and help our friends and neighbors keep their power on.
Looking for the best brands, the best selection, all at the best prices? Then Denver Mattress has you covered. And during the 4-day super sale, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out the Summit Firm for only $249.99. Or get a free $300 gift when you purchase a new Tempur-Pedic. Plus 5 years no interest and free shipping right to your door. Shop the best of the best at the best prices. Only at Denver Mattress. The easiest way to get the right mattress.
In today's Final Touch, it's a dad's dedication to a wintry backyard thrill ride.
And that leads to a decades-long luge legacy. This speedy luge ride in a Minnesota backyard didn't pop up overnight. In fact, it's a product of decades of design. Paul Swanstrom's 200-foot homemade luge is a labor of love. The former teacher used homemade tools and hard-earned know-how